Okay, our fellow listeners, that was our song of the moment with the Katinas was I Love You Lord, and we have the man of the moment who is live with us as we speak, Saul Claasen. So, Saul, do you want to say hello to the listeners out there?
Good afternoon for every South Coast radio listener and friends of mine that are tuned in today and that are listening today to me. And I'm going to be your guest today. And I'm going to speak something phenomenal in today.
Really awesome to have you with us today, Saul. And so today's topic we're going to be chatting with Saul as he requested would be renew and change my mind. So, Saul, can you tell us a bit about your upbringing and how it shaped the man you are today?
My upbringing was I was 17 years old and I live in school in Worcester and I think I'm big enough to think about myself. And my father said always there cannot be two captains in one ship. And I understand that now today that when you are young, you are not mature than your parents. So that is my upbringing and I leave school and I get a time where I was starting with going into things that I don't want to. But the first thing what I do, I make a right decision to go and look how the things look outside. And I said to myself, this is not my life to stay in Worcester. And I come to Cape Town that side, that time.
Great stuff. So, were there any defining moments in your youth that led you to pursue ministry and outreach work?
I was very active with the youth, like the River Pentecostal Assembly youth, and we was ministering in church. I was most a church boy. So the church was in the opposite of my mother's house. And that is where I growing up in church, and from the church I moved into I was supported actually by the 28 gang member, like a member, and in that time I go to the prison and I start suicide, a planning of suicide, and in that time I'm leaving Worcester after 14 days. After 14 days I'm leaving Worcester, was like that, like I was thinking better to better my life. And as a second youth, if you're not comfortable in a place, remove yourself from that place of that area.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And that is my story at the end of the day for young people. Remove yourself from an area that you think you are not safe.
That's really great stuff, Saul. So, how did your early life experiences influence your passion for mentorship and youth development?
It started actually by a guy like Mr. George Little. He's passed on now for the past 8 years. And I get involved in the community where I start to work for the Makassar Police Community Forum. And in that time, I start to work with the youth, the community, and I get involved in 2010 by Anita Dwessa in the police forum. So, in fact, I was working in crime, in the crime zone, and in the police, CPF, and I start to work from that time with the youth up until today with our program ministries. Yes. And mentorship and development it's a very good thing. So you must be mentor and development as a youth.
Wow. That's great. So, looking at ministry, mentorship, and personal growth, you've been honored for your work in youth development. What drives your heart for the younger generation?
For the younger generation, that I want to say it, this is the part I want to say about. So, if you are in ministry and you are mentor and you want to go, your own personal growth is very important. So you can share your own experience to people, where you come from and where you will grow up and all of that. That is a personal growth. But ministry and mentorship play a very, very big role that I said in the first place. So what I ministry mentorship, ministry mentoring and coaching and mentorship is important for youth, not in the church, physical, and also career in all areas. So you are not like a person that doesn't know it all, but you need always sharpen yourself with things. But when you start to deal with things, then you know what you learn.
Great, Saul. So, how important is good mentorship in helping youth make wise life choices?
That is one question that a lot of people ask. The person that decides for him or for herself.
Mm-hmm.
So the seasons come there in and choices come in there.
Yeah.
So make example. If you walk with people that smoking ganja,
Mm-hmm.
and you know that is not your style of smoking ganja or drugs, then you need to go to somebody where you can first of all trust, and maybe you use drugs or whatsoever, and then you start to realize that I want to go up in the thing. So a lot of people get into things because of they get forced into these things.
Mm-hmm.
So thinking first, the safety and the safest option for your life. Yes, that is for the daily life today, because the choice is yours and where you're going to end up. Yes, that is the one side of it.
True. So, what does renewing the mind mean to you, and how do you apply it in your daily life and ministry?
In my daily life, if I feel comfortable with it, so I renew my mind every day to tell that if I don't want, like example, I always make example, like for instance, if I don't want to eat a chocolate today,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to eat a chocolate. Tomorrow I can eat a chocolate. Maybe your system is not sometimes the system is not ready to eat it. So a lot of people are thinking that making choices today can end your life tomorrow. So you must make the right choice of your life, and for your daily life is you dealing with everything. So you have to be strong and courageous, like the Bible said. Yes, and that is one thing that young people need.
That's true, Saul. So, how do you balance leadership, mentorship, and your personal walk with God?
Yes, leadership need training, mentorship need also training.
Yeah.
And the requirement of leadership is that always be under people that are education and all of that. Mentorship is the same. So a leader don't learn enough. A leader learn new things. Like the people said, you can always equip yourself. It doesn't what I said. Equip yourself enough and go to things. Go to things like help yourself as a leader.
Yeah.
Mentorship requires also a lot, and so that importance of mentorship is like today. Young people coming from prison, and all of that. So that they can understand there is somebody that listens to them and to their stories. Like, if you need to be honest with them, be honest with them. So don't speak to somebody and then you speak a lie.
Yeah.
I don't like that way, because why? If you lie to somebody and then that people believe you and that person get worse than that thing, you help that person out with the truth, and that is more in mentorship that helps me. The truth helps me actually at the end of the day.
That's great stuff, Saul. So, to the next set of questions based on awards and recognition, you received a certificate of appreciation from Legodimo Music and Worship Ministry. How did that recognition impact you?
I was meet Nana Komope. She's a very great artist in Johannesburg, and I was really meet her at the time of 2019, 2018. And she was joining Unkuno Council, and she was launched the city at Joburg, and she sent me that certificate of helping her to get the music out on all platforms and all of it. So that is where the certificate is based on, and she honored me at a very good, and she was the one that saying, you help me that my music is playing everywhere. I help not Nana, I know a lot of people right over the provinces, KZN, Eastern Cape, Northern Cape, Western Cape, and that is where I know the people in the art and culture, like TV actors, people on radio, television, and I was that time a promoter for that she can send the music to various radio stations and all of other platforms. That is the one, yes.
Wow, that's really amazing, Saul. So, at the honoring and appreciation event 2024, you were acknowledged for using youth development as a message of hope. What did that moment mean to you?
That moment was also like I was nominated by Hunniao Pullen and Gerald Pullen to be the message for the youth. So in that time, I also was working in prison. I worked in prison that time with Apostle Eric Dandok in there. I was working normally with the youth side, and I was coming out into helping the young men outside. So we started in that time a support group, and Luwazi Enrichment Program was giving me a award for message of the youth. So I think when we out Pullen and Jan Pullen will honor me in 2024, and that was a great event in the Vista Town, and I honor them as well. Yes.
That's really awesome stuff, Saul. So, how do scriptures like John chapter 4 verse 23 and Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11 speak into your purpose and mission?
True worship, because what the Bible says, He's looking for people that is hunger to worship, praise and worship His name.
True.
Means that a lot God requires you to be a worshiper.
Yeah.
And to give thanks to Him. The worship is not in the church only, worship is at your house. And a lot of, and that is one thing that plays part of that. You see, the only thing is that prayer that helps communities. So, like I said today, where is the church when something happens in the community? Then the church come out. Then the church go back again. So I'm not. I said always, prayer is a very must thing for the community. And Jeremiah 29 verse 11 speaks. So before you get to 10, verse 11, then verse 10, they was in a very difficult, and the prophet, the writer scripture, therefore I know the plan that I have for you, plan to prosper you. And thus, in the book of Jeremiah, was a very good writer when he write that time. So what he go actually through, that he write, I know the God know the plan that is for your life. That is all what I can say. Yes.
Great stuff, Saul. So, with the next set of questions, based on the Ukonu Kamva National Gospel Music Awards 2025 involvement, so what are your thoughts on the UNGMA and its role in the gospel music community?
Yes, I joined Ukonu Kamva 2017 after I coming from Johannesburg. I didn't send to the document. After I was selected from going to the USA, and I did not go because of funds and support was not there.
Yeah.
And I worked with Ukonu Kamva was a choir pastor, Bonga Doyle, that we spoke with. We started 2019. We started, and for the past 7 years, I'm a board member. So we honor people from all over, but we was closing. If there is people that want to be part of Ukonu Kamva from your side, they can also ask you the details, and then you can help them also, or I can give them a number. And then for the past 7 years, what we do, we honor people. from every provinces. So that was it Umkonokampa National Gospel Music Award. People coming from the Eastern Cape, the Northern Cape, people come from everywhere to Cape Town, the 7th December, to come and be celebrate and to take, some didn't take the trophies home, but we are also connected to other platforms like Ingomba, Samba Awards, and I can also tell you I'm connected to all of these guys, Crown Awards.
Wow.
So we can help them to promote the music on that platform. We have a lady, like I said, Dorothy Batay. She is still in the Northern Cape, but she is joining this year in Gomba Awards. So she is part of Ingoma Awards in Joburg. So I'm connected to all of these guys to Ungonokalfa, and what I know that once they come to Ungonokalfa, they're gonna enter every year. So this is all about. Pastor Doyle is my leader there, so I respect the man of God. He's artist, he's a music composer, he's a businessman. He also gives training to operational worship teams. He's staying in Cape Town, this man travel the world. So that is my mentor that helped me at the Umkunukamp and National Gospel Music Award. So he is my friend. That is all what I can say about him. My very good friend, yes.
That's amazing stuff, Saul. So the next question, can you share whether you'll be involved in this year's 7th UNGMA celebration in any capacity, like nominations, mentorship, performance, or support?
Yes, I'm the one that actually recruit a lot of people. If there's people, or I can give them my number as well for the Mkunukamfa. I can give it now or later if you want the number. So then I can help him to enter at the best female artist, male artist, best author, best public speaker, best radio presenter, best Christian movement. All of that is part of our production 7 December in Cape Town. So the only thing that we not arrange accommodation and transportation. So what we can do, we help in assist where we can. That is the only thing that we not do. And we help you to enter, and maybe I have personal resources where you can go to the hotel, like Crystal Beach Hotel or Charles Hotel close to my house, and other hotels around Cape Town. So for those that come, we actually give you the platform at the end of the day to be part of our world and connect with other artists, other authors, other people around South Africa. You know, I love traveling. And that is why I said I love to come to the KZN. You know, my friend is saying there, but my favorite place in Durban is like I said, Durban and another place in the KZN and Peter Marat PMB.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's
I love
great.
the KZN. Yes, that is my view about it. So that we can help them to get into awards and get more other awards as well. Yes.
True. So our next question for this moment, Saul, how do platforms like you and GMA help raise the next generation of gospel leaders and musicians?
So we help them. There is a project for performance. They can also contact the leader, Pastor Doyle, and then we can arrange them to come to perform. Like I said, we did not book them a place to stay in, but we can help them to get places to come and book themselves in, and we can give them the platform. I'm the one that helps us to do it. So I can speak to my leader, and they can contact me straight, or the leader, and that is all about things that we can work out for them to come to Cape Town. We can still arrange that, so then they can come to 1 or 2 artists from the KZN, or 3 artists can come if they listen today, like the Ukonokamfa Musical Gospel Award. Yes.
Awesome stuff, Saul. So, can you perhaps give us your contact number as well as Pastor Doyle? Maybe you can announce it at this moment for those who would like to maybe get in contact with you guys further about this upcoming event.
Yes, the upcoming event partner door number is 076 299 1693. That is for the nomination registration. For any other things like accommodation, transportation from the airport to where they want to sleep, my number is 061 995 2720.
Awesome stuff. So, Saul, our next set of questions coming up regarding the GP tour, which is next month, which is for September. So, you have the GP tour from the 11th to the 15th September coming up. What can people expect from this tour?
Just now is that I just working very hard now at the moment to talk to some friends of mine for sponsorships. That is really tough, you know.
Yeah.
And 15,000 rand to raise is easy, but for me from that side, but I need funds to be honest with you. I just booked my bus ticket to go down and I need money to come back. So I need sponsorships, and I was requested by one or two to do a recording. After so many years to promote other people's stuff. And from March 2025, I decided I'm going to work on my own production, straight to projects and help others in prison ministry also. So I also attend a workshop in Liu Corporation with Rachel and with a family day there in Gauteng. And a lot of people must know that I do everything for myself, and also I'm willing to help others. So I have to help myself in that period of time. So my personal assistance is handling the finances for me to book everything for me, my accommodation and all of that. So that is one of the challenges that I had, but I think I'm not gonna postpone it, but I know God is faithful. God gonna give me all that money before the time.
Yeah.
You know, Pastor Doyle learned me one thing about faith. Faith never leaves you alone.
True. That's true.
That's one thing, yes. And on the 14th September is my birthday, that I'm in Gauteng for my birthday.
Awesome.
Yes. I'm at Gauteng, yes, that time.
Great stuff, Saul. So, how are you preparing spiritually and mentally for this tour, and what's the key message you hope to share?
The key message that I want to share is never give up on your dream. And I didn't put a poster, the team there, because I want to protect it, because I want to design another poster on that. So never give up on your dream. If though a man said you cannot go to that place, God wants to give you the right time. You know, I'm 47 and I depend on God's grace. And that is one of the key points that I love to share with people. God always takes you the right time to a place, on the right time. You know, I was in Johannesburg more than 5 years ago. And then I go back again to Joburg. Yes.
Awesome. So, looking at final thoughts, what advice would you give to young people struggling with direction or purpose?
Direction of purpose is that you must make up your mind.
Yeah.
And tell yourself, I go to a mentor, somebody that can coach me in education, career, and all of that. And then you make up your mind, and it's like that is what to become. You know, I can do a lot. I can be a spokesperson, community development, and all of that. But I have to decide which one I want to go into. So I love communications and all of that. So that helped me a lot. So people must not be like me. So I work in each and every one. So that has helped me a lot. And my advice is choose the right one at the end of the day.
That's really awesome. our last question for this moment, Saul, how can our listeners connect with your work or get involved in your mentorship or ministry initiatives?
Yes, I actually work with Pastor Lantiwa Yawa. We working together. She is a minister, Redeemed Family Ministries.
Right.
And we working together with other ministries, Pastor Doyle, and a lot of people. If people want to invite me to any province, I know a lot of provinces people listen. They have to call Pastor Lantiwa Yawa, and the Pastor Lantiwa take all my bookings, and Pastor Lantiwa let me know you got the invitation for this coming weekend and that coming weekend. She traveling all the way with me, and she's the one that we working together. She is an artist. She is a public speaker. She's an MC. She's also my personal assistant. She's the lady that always makes sure that everything is sorted out.
Yes.
I said one thing to the people. I never leave all my stuff is not in order right now.
Yeah.
Because why? It takes a lot of time for me, my work,
True.
my everything, my effort to go there. So everything must be ordered. Like one thing I like about Patel and Dioba, she asks you, is she said to me, everything is in order. You can go now. You can take the flight. So that is people can talk to Patel and Dioba. Her number is 079 564 9541, and they can talk to her on WhatsApp. If people want to invite me to KZN, I bring Patel and Diowa with me, and Pastor Doyle is also with me.
Awesome.
And coming flying for me from Cape Town to the KZN. So I always be accompanied with people. I'm not a lone ranger. They're traveling alone all over South Africa. I always accompanied by people. Yes.
That's really awesome, Saul. And thank you once again. That is the end of our questions right now. Thank you once again for your time, for being with us live on South Coast Radio. Is there anything else you'd like to add? Maybe a shout out to anyone that's listening in?
Shout out to my sister Edwina, all the family members, and all the like Nana Komope, Nana Malloy, Dr. April, Pastor Doyle. All those, I cannot mention your names. Thank you very much for tuning in. I can sharing my story with you, and thank you for your S.C.R. Ryan Mutlin. I was thinking you are the son of Mr. Dr. Mutli. I was thinking you are the son of Dr. Mutli. I saw Dr. Mutli like 2 years ago in Makassar. He's got a big Bible school. I say, I just know that's the son of Dr. Mutli. But I didn't know, but maybe.
Maybe there's a connection somewhere on the line other than, well, unfortunately, I'm not his son, but probably could be a connection in the line. We never know. It's a small world we live in,
Yeah. The surname like Claasen. My son is Claasen.
Yeah.
And I met the guy. You don't met him. They say, no, hey, hi, bro. Don't looking for family. Let me check first by my mom. and let me thank you for the opportunity that I can have to share my story on South Coast Radio.
Yeah.
Greetings to the management, and thank you for the management and everyone that allowed me to be on air today. I always say that a thank you don't cost you ever a lot of store of things, but thank you, South Coast Radio. May God richly bless you, and may God open up the doors to you to be international and speaking with a lot of people right over South Africa. And God bless you and your family, Ryan.
Indeed, we really appreciate that from our side. Thank you once again. We're really honored and privileged to have you with us on the lines, Saul. And ladies and gentlemen, that is Saul Claasen we just had with us right now. Again, if you guys want to get in contact with him or Lindiwe, Pastor Doyle, or any of the members that's part of his team, if you're not sure with his contact details, you can always reach out to us on our WhatsApp number, which is 067 789 5289, and we will transfer you guys to Saul Claasen and his team to get further information on the upcoming events. Thank you once again to everyone for tuning in, and that is our live session with Saul Claasen.
The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio.
This is South Coast Radio.